Video 1.7 Token Standardization. In this video, we will cover the following topics. What is token standardization? Why is token standardization necessary? Some standards for NFTs. Let us imagine for a moment that file standards did not exist. Text files are no longer stored in a .txt or .doc format, and images are no longer stored as JPEGs or PNGs. Instead, everyone stores data of any form however they choose to. What do you think would happen? Well, to put it bluntly, the cyberspace would be in disarray. Files sent over the internet would be very hard to decipher, and thus using external data would become impractical. This example highlights the need for standardization. File formats form a standard for data storage. These standards allow users and machines to recognize and read data easily. Similarly, standardization is important for tokens, such as NFTs, as well. For applications and interfaces to display the data in a token coherently, it must be stored in a way that conforms to a standard recognized by the application. Therefore, understanding the standards behind them will enable us to better understand how particular tokens operate. Most NFTs reside on the Ethereum blockchain. NFTs and other tokens' data can be stored to conform to different standards. These standards may define different capabilities for the token and thus determine the token's properties, such as how it is transferred and its level of fungibility. Token standardization brings multiple benefits. Perhaps most importantly, standardization implies interoperability. Standardization allows NFTs to work more easily across systems. This in turn entails ease of trade and increased exposure. Let us now go over a couple of the most widely used Ethereum standards. ERC-721. ERC-721 is the most widely used standard for NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain. ERC stands for Ethereum Request for Comments, and they are technical documents that detail a protocol or set of rules. An ERC is rigorously revised and commented on before it can be accepted as a standard. ERC 721 refers to the 721st such ERC. ERC 721 is a standard used to represent NFTs in particular. In essence, ERC 721 maps unique identifiers that represent tokens to addresses that represent users. ERC 721 has two main processes that allow for general usability. One process is a way to check the owner of a particular NFT, identified by its unique identifier. Another process allows for the transfer of a particular NFT from one address to another. Therefore, at a high level, ERC 721 facilitates the checking of ownership and transfer of NFTs. Most NFTs on the market comply with the ERC 721 standard. ERC 1155. ERC 1155 is another standard for tokens residing on the Ethereum blockchain. However, ERC 1155 can be used with fungible tokens as well. This hybrid nature of ERC 1155 makes it a very versatile standard to use. Similar to ERC 721, ERC 1155 also consists of two main processes that facilitate its usability. The first process returns the balance of a specific token, identified by its unique identifier, that is owned by a specific address. The second process transfers a specified quantity of a particular token from one address to another. The added parameters and increased general nature of these processes, as opposed to ERC 721, facilitates the standard's compatibility with fungible tokens as well. ERC 998. ERC 998 really flips the script by allowing for composability within NFTs. This refers to the possibility for NFTs to own other NFTs and fungible tokens. In addition, ERC 998 is built upon ERC 721, and as a result, will contain the properties and processes of ERC 721 within it. This has big implications for the NFT scene, as it allows for the packaging of NFTs into sets or bundles, as well as the sale of these packages as a whole. This can be used for NFT-based games, where the concept of an NFT owning another token would not be alien. While we have covered some of the most used standards for tokens on the Ethereum blockchain, these are certainly not the only ones, nor is standardization limited to only tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. This brings us to the end of this video. In this video, we covered the following topics. What is token standardization? Why is token standardization necessary? Some standards for NFTs. In the next video, we will learn how to set up a MetaMask wallet.